Hi everyone, it's Kelly here. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be showing you today how to create this really cute little beach scene. I'm feeling it. It's all iced out over here on the lake, and relax, let loose. Let's go to the beach. So stick around and I'll show you the details. All right, so I'm going to start off with using some Legion paper, 100% cotton. I love this paper. It's kind of new to me. I've only been using it for about a year, and it works really well with watercolor. So I'm going to be doing a little picture of a beach scene. I am missing my summers already here in Maine, and I have this little sand dollar that is actually made of ceramic, and I'm using that as my little inspiration. This is what I like to think of as Popham Beach in Maine, and I sketched it out really quick using a pencil, and I just basically went around the sand dollar that I had just to make it really easy. And then I'm just testing out some other colors, trying to think about what I want to use in the painting. I know I want to keep it fairly simple with some different shades of blue for the sky and the water, and then some types of browns and yellows and more of like these sandy colors that I'm using. So the Cotman kit has everything that you need for this. I'll put a link down below. This is actually one of my favorite kits to use, especially for my students, because it takes a lot of the guesswork out. So you can see that I am practicing my blues. And speaking of guesswork, there's only 2 different shades of blues in this, so it makes it really easy. And the 12 colors come in very handy because you can pretty much make anything you need for this with this for colors. I end up using a little bit of gouache because I love the highlights to create some clouds. So I'm just testing it out here, just deciding what shades I want to do in my painting. If I want a really light sky or darker sky, more cloud action or less cloud action. So I'm just going to wet the paper really quick, put in my blues, leave some little bit of space here for some clouds, and I'm going to use a little bit of tissue just to lift that out. I can always go back in with some gouache if I want to. And then putting a little bit darker shade here for that horizon line and the water line. For the color of the sand, I started off using a little bit of that yellow ochre, and it's a very light shade. I like to go in light and then add some of the details later. I find that a lot of my students, when they're first starting out with watercolor, tend to go in with those layers of all those details right at the beginning, and they seem to struggle with that. So I like to break mine down into 3 basic steps when I'm first starting out: the sky, the sand, and that foreground. And then I do my layers from that point on. So I like to use a little bit of gouache again in here for my sand dollar to really make it pop out. You definitely don't need to do this. If you have masking fluid, you could mask that in so it stays white if you want. If you're worried about getting any of that blue sky in there or the background, you don't have to actually use the gouache. I like the opacity of it, so it really pops on the page for me. But if you want to leave that just white and then add some light shadows and some little bit of grays in there, you could do that as well. So here I am just doing some splatter and creating a beautiful different variations of sand and sand color. Sand has everything in it. Adding a little bit of gouache for just a little highlight here. And again, just splashing away and having a good time with it. So by the way, if you guys actually like these type of tutorials, please make sure you click that button, the little thumbs up, subscribe, and that really helps me grow my channel. I really appreciate it. I thank you guys for being here just to watch me. I feel so blessed to be able to do what I love and be able to share it with you guys. So I'm going to add some more layers to this, just darkening some of those little areas a little bit more. And then I'm going to go in with some shadows around the sand dollar. So it's like it's stuck in the sand, and it's, bright sunny day, and it's casting that beautiful shadow in behind it. And then I like to add a little bit of sparkle with some more of that gouache just for some more highlights. And then I'm going to go back in and darken that a little bit more. So back to the sand dollar. This is where the details come in. And I really love the details. It really tends to make your painting pop at the end. And if you guys really want to see this whole thing in real time, I do have a full tutorial on my website that's going up at www.kellychassefineart.com. I actually have a membership program, which is really an awesome deal because it's $15 a month, $10 the first month, and you get all my classes. I have over 50, almost 50 classes on there now, and I'm putting out a new one each month. So head over there and check it out if you want to see more about that. So I'm adding my details with a little bit more of some black around there, mixing that up, adding a little bit more of the gouache, and just kind of playing back and forth. I really like to have, like I said, all those details really come together at the very end. And then I decided I wanted to deepen the sand a little bit more, create a few more layers in here. And then I'm going to make some more blue in the background for the water, because I really didn't feel like I had enough definition between those two. And then we can add a little bit of waves in here, and I am finished. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and we will hopefully see you in the next class or the next painting coming up. Thanks for being here. I'm so grateful. Happy New Year 2021. It's a new year. New things are happening. Be creative and have fun. Make it a great year. Take care. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.